the way that pre-COVID expectation has really shifted, and I don't think we've worked out on either side where that balance is. I think a number of people obviously have seen the merits and benefits of having a hybrid or a flexible working life, and they're trying to find somewhere in between, but they haven't quite worked out themselves what's right for them.
Yeah.
And I don't think that can be. We've accelerated this largely through technology over that short period of time, and I think it's really challenging now for companies to determine what is the right path, how to please lots of different individuals, and set policy and agenda around it to find the right balance.
The fact that there might be a real conflict here, because some of our data shows that 66% of employees say they want to work flexibly, have the choice to be hybrid or fully remote. 67% of executives actually say they think the real work will only happen in the physical office. So there's both a generational component to that and also just a mindset shift that I was surprised to see that divergence given where we are. But there's no question, I think, that according to what we're hearing, 60% of our clients are moving to hybrid. So how do you really accomplish that and still get the work done?
There's so many people who haven't been able to work in the environment because the commitment to be in an office full time has just been too harsh for them personally. And it opens up the door to get more skills in that are otherwise unused, whether you consider that from a diversity aspect or other. So it's allowing us as an organisation certainly to look at a wider scope of talent pool, which we absolutely need because our talent pool feels like it's shrinking quite significantly. So it's definitely got an opportunity attached to it in a really big way for us. Yeah.
I think one of the things that I heard you saying the other day, Jean, was it's not just about the future generation workforce, but it's also about re-looking at the current workforce. And so one of the things that Mercer's doing, and I think a lot of organizations are doing, are focusing more on the reskilling and the upskilling and bringing everybody up to speed. And that also feeds a bit into the diversity aspect because you're sort of leveling the playing field for groups of people. There's also the ageism concept of diversity. So I think that's a really interesting approach.
It's interesting because I remember the time when we used to have one training a year that we would go to offsite and a place, a hotel or something, and that is totally redesigned. So the surge in the demand to reskill accompanies very nicely the demand to have new skills in the organization. So there's an enormous chance to engage people in almost a daily learning ritual. And we're seeing companies get very creative around micro-learning. So 15-minute micro segments, micro-learning. There's a lot more technology, a lot more instructional design and educating educators in this area. So many companies are now saying, let's just embed learning into the workday. Let's create incentives, competitions, for learning. How much did everyone learn this week becomes a new focus. And when we first started seeing it in clients, I was thinking, oh, that's actually surprising because in a way we had moved, I think, through the heat and light of the past 10 years of economic growth. We'd moved much more toward an execution focus, which was really about apply now, get it efficient, get moving to the next task. Whereas now companies are trying to infuse all of these learning moments into the day. So I'm excited to see that. I think the very, very amazing work that's being done by groups like Opportunity at Work shows that individuals, for example, machinists in very traditional jobs, actually can transition much easier to high-tech jobs, to very sophisticated computer systems, data science jobs than was ever thought before. Because as you were saying, Debbie, society used to say, this is your path. But now the reskilling has come in and we have bus drivers who are being now employed as the entry class of programmers at Microsoft. And they turned out to be the top performers in the entry-level exams. So there's something we need to change about how we understand people's skill profile and really, really take advantage of every opportunity with the workforce.
The other thing that we're doing is reverse mentoring, and it kind of brings that young generation with the old generation. And I'm doing it myself. I've got an intern that's at Sony right now, and I'm not great. I wasn't. I'm getting good at using more of the TikTok type stuff. And so I've had her teaching me, and I'm teaching her. So it's, she's, and I've actually had to say to her, now listen, I need you to treat me like I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't. And she loved that. And, it kind of opened it up, and it's not only helped me, but I'm helping her. So, and I would encourage anybody who's not doing a reverse mentorship program to consider doing that as well.